Hey guys, this is Tom from BuyMeAniPhone.com, and we are back today with another video review. And today we're going to review an app from a company that we have had really good success with, and we've had a good relationship with, I guess I should say. It's Skyworks. Okay, they're app and game developers. Okay, and they have developed Arcade Hoops, which we reviewed a little while ago. And now we are going to start a three-part series on three of their newest games. Okay, the first, which will be in this video review, is Arcade Bowling. Okay, then considering today is Wednesday before the Super Bowl, two new games were released today. The first is Quarterback Pass Attack. Okay, which is obviously a football passing game, which we'll get into more. And the second is what's called X's and O's, which is kind of a take on the electronic football game that we all played when we were kids. So this is going to be part one. Again, Arcade Hoops was reviewed earlier, and then we'll review these three. If you haven't already checked out my interview with David Crane, he's the Chief Technology Officer over at Skyworks, also the founder of Activision, and just a phenomenal guy. Go check out the interview on the BuyMeAniPhone.com site if you're watching this one on YouTube. And check out that interview. Very, very informative and kind of an inside look at the thought process on how games are developed, not only for the iPhone and the iPod, but for other games in general. But a great article, great interview. We really appreciate David's time to conduct that interview with us. So go check that out. But in the meantime, like I said, this is going to be a three-part series. This video is going to be the review of the Arcade Bowling. Okay, and then the next two will be the two football games that are released just in time for the Super Bowl. So I'm going to move over to the close-up camera. We're going to review Arcade Bowling now, and then make sure that you come back to the site and check out the other two reviews on the Quarterback Pass Attack and the X's and O's. Okay guys, so we're going to move over to the close-up camera now. Okay guys, so here we are at the close-up camera, and today we are going to review Arcade Bowling, and again, this is from Skyworks. So we, as you can see next to it, we had reviewed Arcade Hoops already. So let's kind of get into it. Okay, first we load the application. Okay, and it gives you the Arcade Bowling, and you have two selections. You can either play a classic game or a progressive game, and there's the high scores. So let's just see the high scores for the classic game first. And of course, since I've been playing it for about 3 weeks, I have all the high scores. And we'll go back. But let's do the classic game first. Okay, as you can see, we've got all the we've got the lane, and we've got all the scoring rings: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 100. Okay, and then you have 9 balls. Okay, so there's all the scoring rings. Okay, and then what you do is you take your finger. Okay, you get a ball onto the court, and then you flick it to roll. Okay, and you try to get it into the appropriate scoring zone. So, for example, I like to go for the hundreds up in the upper right-hand corner. But what's really nice, the realism of all the bounces and all the intricacies. Okay, when you bounce it off the side and it bounces off the rings, okay, it gives you a nice clanky sound, and it gives you a real feedback like it's a real metal ring there. Okay, so as you can see, there's my 20. Okay, and we get up, and you've got 9 balls. Now it's a little hard to play through the camera. Trust me, I am a little bit better than this. Okay, but I want to pop one into that 100 for you guys to show you what that kind of looks like. Okay, and it really depends on how fast you roll it and how hard you flick it. Okay, so we've got 110 points. Okay. Then it tells you, it brings you back to the high scores, and then you touch the screen to play the classic game again. So let's play that one more time. I just kind of want to show you guys, getting it up into one of the higher levels. Okay, as you can see, I flicked that one a little hard. Okay, there's a 30. And now the pressure's on because you guys are watching. Okay, but you kind of get the idea on arcade bowling on the classic side. Now, if we go, and here's my last ball. Now, if we go to the progressive game, what the progressive game does is it gives you a goal. Okay, it gives you a goal for each level. So, for example, this is the first level of the progressive game. Okay. And the goal is set at 200 points. So we need 200 points to move to the second level. So there's 100. Okay, there's 110. Okay, there's 200. And as you can see, sometimes one of the rings will light up. For example, that 20 ring was lit up. If I hit the 20 ring, I would have got 5 times the ring value. So that would have been 5 times 2 is 100 points. So now we're at 210. So we're going to kind of go right into the middle there. And boy, that one was way too hard. 220. There's a 40. So we're up to 260. Oh, and you see that 30. Now that 30 is flashing. So if I get it in the 30, I get 5 times score. Okay, and I missed it, of course. Okay, so we're up to 280. And what I really like too, guys, is you can bounce it right off the caroms there, off the rails. So it acts just like it would when you're in the arcade. So our goal was 200. We got 300. So I've got one more ball left, and there's that 40 lit up. So let's see if we can get it in that 40. And of course not. Okay, so now we have gotten to the third level. So now we're at 320. The next goal is 220. So now we've got our 9 balls to get to 220. Okay. Okay, so now I've got 5 balls left. And I don't think I'm going to get the 220, guys. Okay, there's 30. We're at 90. I need to bang in that. See, I'm not going to get the 220. So our progressive game will be over now. But what's really neat is, and it's really hard to show on camera, is that when the ball is going up the ramp, you use the accelerometer to kind of steer the ball. So let's see if we can do this on camera. It's a little hard to show it on camera. But let's kind of, so you're able to kind of tilt it and make the ball go that way. So I'm going to roll it up here to the left, and then we'll move it over to the right. So it's a little hard to show on camera, but trust me, you're able to steer the ball with the accelerometer, which is really cool. This game is highly addictive. I've been playing it for hours on end, especially late at night when I can't sleep. So this is arcade bowling from Skyworks. We're going to review the 2 football games, and hopefully that'll be up by Friday, by the weekend, and kind of give you an idea on that. So guys, this is another quality product. I love Skyworks games, casual games, really easy to play. Arcade hoops, as you can see down there, I loved. And this is arcade bowling. So it really brings you back to your childhood when you were in the arcade playing these games. Okay guys, so this is Tom from BuyMeAniPhone.com. This has been a review of arcade bowling from our friends over at Skyworks and David Crane. And we'll talk to you guys soon with another review. We'll be bringing those 2 reviews of those football games before the big game on Sunday. Have a great night, guys.